Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Gobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Gobind and this is your Channel for Grace, and I'm here with Chandra Sangat, and tonight we are going to do some mini readings for you guys. If you want to get on the list is open. We do have 3, possibly 4 people on the list, so I just want to let you guys know, give you a little update on that. But to get on the list, you send $44 to my PayPal link, which is in the description of this video. Chandra does human design readings and I do astrology, and when we do these readings together, we look at both things of your charts and we give you all the information that we can based off the 2 different modalities. So these readings end up being really fun. So if you do get on the list, we are going to need your date of birth and your time of birth, as well as the location, so we can do these readings and be as accurate as possible. So let's say hi to everybody that's in the chat. Anna, welcome in. Darcy, welcome in. Hello. Dancing Silver of Stars. It's so good to see you guys here. If you are in the chat, make sure to say hello. And like I said, the list is open. And before we actually get started, do you want to tell them about our workshop on Sunday?
Yes, tomorrow we have an
Oh my God,
amazing...
that's tomorrow. There's too much going on.
Amazing workshop coming up for essential oils. We will be talking about the Sagittarius and Scorpio oils. So our last workshop, we focused on the 2 north nodes, Gemini and Taurus, Gemini being the one right now and Taurus being the one we're going into. And tomorrow we'll be talking about the 2 south nodes and how we can use these oils to balance our energy so that we don't get stuck in the south node energy, right? So Scorpio right now, and then Sagittarius right now, and then we'll be moving into Scorpio south node. Okay, yeah. But that workshop is going to be awesome. You got to sign up, and we have this amazing giveaway. Everyone will get something when you sign up. So you got to be there. You got to be there or be square.
So everyone that enters the giveaway is going to get a free, literally a free oil. We'll tell you what it's all about tomorrow night. So to sign up for that, it's a free workshop, and everyone's welcome to join. You can click the link in the description of the video, and you'll get like the notification email and all that good stuff that we'll be going through tomorrow, reminding you that the event is coming. It's going to be happening on Zoom, and yeah, I'm really excited about it too. So we have something really special happening coming to you in about a month. I also have my next Stargates calendar coming out next week. I have the summer solstice webinar that I'm going to be doing next week as well. So there's a lot happening, and remember, we are switching seasons, so this is kind of a powerful time. We just had eclipses, now we're going into a different season. There's a lot going on. Hello, Jamie, welcome in. And so the first person that we have on the list is actually Amanda, and she did mention that she's not sure if she can be here live, so she did send us her information, so we're gonna start to pull that up. The next person on the list is Anna, and then we have Darcy, and I saw that Abby sent a donation a couple days ago, $25 donation. And if Abby, if you show up in the chat, I want to ask you if you want to do, we just received another one, if you want to do a reading with both of us or with just me when I do the mini readings myself. I did not let you guys know that I was going to be doing readings with Chandra, so
Right. When that other one came through,
yeah. That one kind of happened randomly. There's so much to learn. Okay, so Amanda's information.
Let me pull up much handy dandy chart.
Oh wait, no, I don't think we have. Hang on.
Oh no, Amanda E.
I will have to look at it from the information. She sent it to me by email, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just 1 second. We'll get that ready to go.
We'll do it.
All right. So
we'll do it. Who else is
here?
here?
I'll read it to you.
Jamie Lee is here. Welcome in. And
Hello, and Tremaine. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to read it off to you so you can pull that up. It's February 13th, 1984. And I'll pull it up on my thing at the same time. It is also 4:04 a.m. in Rochester. What's MN? Minnesota?
Yeah. No. Yes.
I don't. But you can.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. We're such noobs. All right, so I'm gonna pull it up myself here too. February 13th.
Excuse the typing.
4:04 a.m. and Rochester. Mine lets me put just the two like capital letters, and then it just figures it out.
Not mine. I have to do it.
Okay, so
yep, it is.
I just want to make sure I got it all right. This one is correct. Okay.
84 213. Ooh, 213. Cool birthday.
Yeah, Anna says Minnesota. Thank you. Thank you very much. I also have the amazing Pilot diffuser, which I highly recommend you guys get. You can take it anywhere with you. It can go in your car with you. You can sit on your desk while you work. You can take it to the bathtub, which is my favorite way of using it. You can put it by your bedside at night. I mean, it's just the coolest thing to be able to just like try. You charge it and then it works without being plugged in, which is amazing. So I have pulled up her chart. So I think that with her, we should start with the human design.
Okay, so let me pull it up and send it to you, and then that's how we
yay,
can
she's
do
here.
it.
Yay. Awesome.
Oh, yes. Awesome sauce. All right.
Yeah, so because I did a reading with her just the other day, I'm going to have the charts of the transits on my end, but I also want to make sure that we have the human design because that's really what she was interested in.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And thank you everyone for being here. Excuse the getting ready.
Little bit of tech going
I'm gonna
on.
get this ready actually.
I'm gonna
get this ready over here. So, share the screen. There we go. So soon you'll be able to see the chart. Chandra's going to send me the chart and we'll put it up on the screen for you guys and she can talk to you about it. I'm really excited to see what this does. 1743, okay. I guess we'll do that. And sure, save. Here we are. This is what I did last time.
Yep, there we go.
Okay. Technical difficulties. We'll just have to do that every time.
Yeah,
and
that's fine.
Here we are. Okay. So,
boom. All right.
here's the chart. I will
Let's
you
do this.
take over.
Let's do this. Do you have your little pencil pencil?
It's
it's
there.
right here. JK.
Hey, babe. How's it going?
Jay,
All right. So
Kitty.
here we go. So,
Yep. So, Amanda, you are a pure generator, 6'2", role model hermit. Oh, interesting. I just did a reading today for somebody who is also a 6'2" role model hermit. So I have this super fresh in my mind. You're a left angle incarnation and your determination is cold, cognition is touch, your environment is shores natural. Okay, let me just briefly touch upon the really important parts of this. As a pure generator, you are supposed to wait for life to come to you and then respond. If you don't do that, you will feel a whole lot of frustration, and you don't want frustration, because I know you've felt it and it sucks. So you really have to, as a generator, your aura is big, and it's very the generator aura is really, really big, and it's very attracting. So it's always pulling things in all the time. So you don't have to wait very long to respond, but you have to wait to respond. And you have sacral authority, meaning it comes from this defined center, which is your motor, which is all about the energy, the life force, and it's also about sexuality. And so the sacral authority is that you're either open to something or you're not. And it's that very like sexual thing about it. And it's like, you know, when you want someone or you don't want someone, well, it's like that for everything for you. So you have to wait for things to come to you, opportunities, people, things, thoughts, and then you respond. Your body will say yes or no in a very auditory way. And if you're not used to responding in an auditory way, then you can start practicing. And this sounds like, ugh, you know, like if it's no, it's like, oh, hell no. And you'll be like very expressive about it. Or it's a hell yes, and it sounds like all the yes, like woohoo, or anything like that. And just allow yourself to really experience that sacral response, because the more you do it, you'll start hearing yourself in your head. And then after this, you'll be like, oh, wow, that's a yes, or that's a no. Oh my God. And that's how you know. So if you keep going to your yes, then you'll feel so much beautiful satisfaction. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Now you're a left angle incarnation and you're a 6'2" role model hermit. So the left angle incarnation is you need other people to keep you on your path to your destiny. So everyone in your network is extremely important, including us. Like everyone that comes into your life is always, the way I like to say it, and I haven't heard anybody else talk about it like this, but I'm very visual. So I like to say it's like the bumpers in bowling, and the people are the bumpers and you're the bowling ball, and you're just bouncing from person to person all of the time. Even the lady at the coffee shop, like everyone is just keeping you on the path. It's almost like people are your blinders, like a horse's blinders or something like that. And they're just keeping you focused on your path forward, on your destiny, on your way to your destiny.
Is that a natural occurrence, or can they be like the wrong people putting you in the wrong way?
No, they're always going to put you into your path, because as you have experiences with other people, you will learn what your destiny is.
Wow.
So you require people to give you the experience to to bring that life to you, but you're also attracting them to you all the time because you're a generator. So as a role model, this is a really interesting line. The sixth line, incarnation, is actually a super highly developed, higher level incarnation. So you're here to eventually be a role model. And right now at 37, so there's 3 stages between 0 and 30 years old, and then from 30 to 50, and then from 50 on. Okay? And so from 0 to 30, it's the experimentation. It's trial and error. It's going through a whole bunch of drama with your mama, or not necessarily your mama, but you know what I mean. In order to learn what the heck life is about. Then from 30 to 50, you experience, so this is you now, experience a need to withdraw. And so allow yourself, because this is the time to reflect. So you've gone through a whole bunch of stuff, and now you're watching everyone. And you're watching everybody else do their thing, and you're reflecting, and you're like connecting the dots between these 2 phases. And then once you hit 50, you're going to be a master at something, and you'll just know what it is when it comes. And then people will come to you. People will flock to you because you will be this role model, this leader. You are made to be a leader. Okay?
Whoa.
And you will be a leader at whatever it is that you choose, whatever you allowed yourself to observe. So give yourself this time. And the thing is this, there is nothing you need to do. You can't get it wrong. You'll never get it all done. So just allow yourself the time to experience what you're here to experience, and allow yourself the time to really reflect on your past and on what you see now. Okay, let's talk a little bit about these 2 open centers. You have the open heart center and the open solar plexus. This is all about self-worth, willpower, and your initiative. So you have this completely undefined, completely open, in fact, I should say. So you're always trying to prove yourself. You're always doing things out of trying to prove to other people your value and your worth, and even to yourself. And guess what? You can stop that right now. Because you're worthy of everything that you want, and you're worthy of everything that you dream about. So just allow those things to come to you, because in these open centers is where we receive. So receive what you deserve. Receive what you're worthy of, okay? And remember that you don't have your own consistent source of willpower, so you won't have a consistent way of making commitments. For people with a completely open heart center, it's better to make no commitments at all.
Wow.
At all.
Holy
okay?
What?
Just stop.
Wait, what?
Yeah. You don't have to make commitments to everything because you don't have the willpower to keep anything going.
So what is she supposed to do?
So when you say yes to something, allow yourself to be in the next 20 minutes over it, because it might happen. Some things you might feel so driven by that you will want to stay with it. But for the most part, you don't have a consistent source of willpower. So you should not overpromise or overcommit. And in fact, I have read that you shouldn't do it at all. Even.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of intense.
What a different
we both have that.
way. Wait, I have an open heart center too?
Yeah, we both have that. Yeah. There's no reason for you to promise anything to anyone, because you don't need to prove yourself.
Wow.
That's the basis of it. And then in this center down here, your open solar plexus, this has to do with confronting the truth and with confrontation and with facing reality and facing confrontations. So things that are you're always receiving other people's emotions, and so that's why it's hard to confront, because confronting, you already know how they're going to feel, and therefore you already know how you're going to feel because you're going to receive all of that. You're extremely empathic, so there's a beauty and a power in this center, but it's also a gnarly incarnation because it's hard to be a super empath. So just keep that in mind. You need to learn to identify which emotions are yours and which are not. And then once you notice and once you know what that is, then you can say, okay, that's not mine. I'm good. Moving on. I don't need to do anything with that. I'm going to feel it no matter what, but I don't need to do anything with that. And then the last two things that I want to talk about are your undefined crown and your undefined ajna. The crown is about wanting to answer everyone's questions, and the ajna is about wanting to be certain. You don't need to answer anyone's questions, and nobody needs to pressure you about knowing the why of anything. You're a generator, so you're here to revel in the beauty of the unfolding of you following your strategy.
What's your strategy?
To respond. The only thing you need to know is if something feels good or not. Like in your body, if you have that response of yes or no. And you're here to revel in the beauty of the outcome of those choices. You don't need to know why you feel that way. You just need to go with the yes.
So what can happen when a person like this doesn't follow their strategy, or what is the most common thing that happens when these types of people don't follow their strategies?
Frustration. When you're a generator and you don't follow your strategy, you're going to be frustrated all the time.
So that's what she feels when she's not following her strategy, is frustration.
Mm-hmm.
That's the gauge. Like, if I'm frustrated, I'm not following my strategy. What am I not doing if I'm frustrated? I'm not.
Yeah, you're either not following your strategy to respond, you're not listening to your body. Or you're trying to go out of these centers where you don't have consistent energy. You're trying to prove yourself, or you're identifying with emotions that aren't yours, or you're trying to answer other people's questions, or you're trying to be certain about what you're doing. And you can just stop that.
I love it.
Like, you don't have to do it. It's done. Moving on.
So what about her? What did her defined centers say about her?
So your defined centers, okay.
I love this, Amanda, by the way. That's why I was like, please tell me you're going to get this reading.
Defined
Promise
throat.
me.
You know how to manifest. And you must express the love that you came here to bring to the world. Because this is connected with a channel, which means the energies between this center and this center are constantly flowing together. And therefore, you're here to express the love that you came to bring. I don't know if she has a lot of Leo energy or some Leo placements, but that's what it sounds like to me. When people have a channel between the throat and the heart center and they're both defined, they usually have some aspect of Leo energy in their chart, because this G, it's called the G center, G center is all about direction and love. And you have it, and you're here to give it. You're here to give it. Okay? Now, we talked about the sacral. That's your motor. The defined spleen makes you very intuitive. You know your body, so listen to your body. And the last thing is the defined root. You can take a lot of pressure in your life. You're here to... You are able to manage a lot of stress and pressure, but you need to remember that not everyone is. So be kind to others around you, because they can't do all the things that you can do. You can complete 100 things in 10 minutes. Not everybody can. And you shouldn't either, because you're putting too much pressure on yourself. But be kind to others, especially, because they're not built like you. This is a powerful energetic and very strong person. You can withstand a lot, but
Look at
you're
this.
not like everyone else.
Saturn conjunct Mars conjunct Pluto. We were
Okay,
talking
there you
about
go.
this. We
There
were
you go.
talking about this in her reading.
There you go.
That's a lot of power, wielding power right
It's a
there.
lot of power.
There it is right there in the human design. And the one thing that you do have in Leo, actually, interestingly enough, you wouldn't normally know this from like the regular charts because it's actually a point called White Moon Selena,
Boom.
which is actually at 25 degrees of Leo in your 8th house,
Boom.
which is close to Regulus. So talking about starseed markings, it is close to Regulus, which is the
Here.
star at the heart of the lion. So, and what White Moon Selena actually represents in the astrological chart is the highest expression of yourself, your higher self. So, so you actually do have epic Leo energy in your chart. Probably didn't even know it was there.
A massive Leo.
The highest expression of your
The
soul
heart of the lion.
is, dude. That is
so
crazy.
go ahead and
She's a pure generator.
express it. Because
Yeah.
that's what you're here
Wow.
to do. You're here to manifest
It's right here.
your heart.
Wait, hang on. Let me. Yeah, I can show you really quickly what it looks like. It is right here. That's White Moon Selena in Leo at 25 degrees. It's close to Regulus. It's not exactly on Regulus, but I feel the connection
yeah.
to the lion right
Yeah.
there. It's also your part. You have part of fortune in Leo, which is where your good luck comes from, and you also have your vertex in Leo, which is also where the
Karmic relationships.
faded relationships, karmic relationships,
And
from
you're a
the heart
left angle
center.
incarnation, so you need to follow your heart. Just do what your heart says. Just do what your heart says. That's what you're here to express. And give love and just keep giving it. Because
And
the more you do that, the more you'll be guided.
Moon in Cancer.
The more you'll be guided to the beauty and the satisfaction that you're yearning for. Because you came to have that. You're a generator. You came to experience satisfaction 99% of the time. So the way to that is
So-
to express your heart.
Wow. There you go, Amanda. There you go.
Boom.
Epic. This is why I love when we like kind of collaborate. Of course, I had her focus mostly on your human design because we've been talking about her chart and her
Yes.
transits and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
More on karmic relationships.
Yeah.
It's honestly right now what you do have going on that's related to karmic things is the South Node, right? Transiting your 12th house. And those are, that is the house of things that are hidden. So right now, it's like emptying the cup of your spiritual path and the universe asking you to refill it with something new, something different. But it is also the house of hidden enemies and also like I never usually talk about that because it's kind of dark, but it's also the house of the divine, your relationship with your higher self. So if you're feeling that like separation, and and you're not,
It's all in your heart.
yeah, and
You
this
gotta
is her
really
comment.
tap in.
Couldn't feel further from joy or satisfaction in the past few years.
Okay, so you haven't been honoring your strategy. So you have to stop trying to get ahead of life. You have to stop trying to get ahead of life. And I can't be more of a better example about that than anyone else, because I'm a type 1 on the Enneagram and I'm a manifesting generator. So like I know how to make a plan and how to freaking get to the goal, and I could do it like this. Like I could literally get to my goal in one day. I could literally get to my goal in one day if everybody just did what I said. Okay, that's my type 1, right? But here's the thing. I'm a manifesting generator. So the minute I tapped into that. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stop all of it. I don't even care that I'm a 1. I don't care what the hell anybody else thinks.
And I think she may be a 1 too.
I'm just going to go and do things that I want to do, and I don't give a mother what. And the minute I did that, I started feeling good. And then I was like, what the hell have I been doing this whole time? Mm-hmm. Because it was like more than 30 years.
When do I leave this phase?
Well, the phase of feeling frustration, you leave as soon as you stop trying to get ahead of life. So just start responding and follow your strategy. And that you can leave it right now.
Boom!
Do things that you love. That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
That's deep, dude.
I know.
Epic.
It's so simple, but it's redonkulous because we're not taught that. We're taught to do things out of duty. We're taught to do things out of responsibility. We're taught to do things the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Just do what you love, and that's it. Nothing else. Because there's nothing else you have to do. You're here to do what you love. And if you don't love something, then stop. That's it. I mean, that's harsh. Because it means changing everything. And trust me, I know. Because I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, we all did. I had to learn to be me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I literally had to walk away.
From everything.
From everything.
And everyone.
And everyone.
Yeah.
To figure out who the hell I was.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not easy. Like, we're not saying it's easy. But what we're saying is you can stop choosing what you don't want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And start choosing what you do want.
Yeah.
And the more you choose what you do want in your life, the more that you will be in ease.
And the thing that there was a comment in there about karmic relationships and when will it end and all that. It will never end for you. But here's the thing. You have to stop thinking about karmic relationships as a bad thing. Because you're a left angle incarnation, so you need people. You need karmic relationships. So you have to embrace it.
Mm.
I know.
I felt that one.
Yeah.
Dude, that's deep, dude.
You have to embrace it. Because the more you resist it, the more frustration you will feel. So.
What was the 62 something?
Oh, the 6-2. That was the phases. So that's like the 0 to 30 years, and then 30 to 50 years, and then 50 on. And so just watch the replay because you'll hear it. I was like on point with that one.
Boom.
So
there you go.
There you go.
All right. Thank you so much, Amanda, for signing up. I really hope that gave you so much insight, and you can always watch the replay to hear it again. Yeah.
I do this all the time. Whenever I've asked for readings from Jai and Jason several times, and I've watched them like 30 times.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
not that many, maybe 10, but still, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like 30 times.
So we have Anna. We have Anna next. So if you can put up your information, I think you posted it, but if you could put it up again for us, that would really help. From now on, if it's your turn, we'll call your name and then we'll ask you to put your information into the chat. And I'm going to update the list right now because I know we had a couple more people sign up. For example, after Darcy, we've got Amber. And after Amber, we've got Jamie. Okay. So there we have it.
Anna Marie.
Ladies and gentlemen. So Anna, we're waiting for Anna's information. Awesome. I'm really glad, Amanda. I knew it would be. I knew it would like complete the.
Yes.
It's because knowing your human design and knowing your strategy is like so important to understanding how to really like find happiness. Yeah. Because a lot of times in astrology, it's like it gives you a really big perspective, and then you really have to intuitively like make those choices and like really integrate it. But the human design has this way of really getting to the pinpoint what I've seen.
Yes, the reason is because it's based on astrology,
It's just different things.
the
Yeah.
I Ching, the Kabbalah, and numerology. It combines all of it. So it is more complete because it combines astrology with the I Ching and the Kabbalah, especially is like, whoa. It really gives you like a huge picture of, yeah, okay.
All right, October
Of who you are, and really the strategy is like the
23rd,
key. The strategy is the key. If you
19.
only follow your strategy, you'll be good. You don't even need to really hear anything else. I mean, honestly.
And then what time and what location? Okay, there it is. 10:23:75, 1:15 p.m. Slayton. And then after this, it's Darcy. All right. So what I'm going to do is this, and I'm going to start talking about what I see in your chart. So this is the first time I'm looking at your chart. I think so. I'm not sure if I've done reading for you before, but here we go. I'll show you what I see, and then what Chandra is going to add some more information to that. So let me make sure, actually, that I can see it's here. Okay. So you have, you were born with Sun at 29 degrees of Libra. So you have Sun in Libra in the 9th house, which when you have Sun in Libra in the 9th house, what this means is that innately you are a teacher. You are a teacher, a spiritual teacher, and there's something about you, there's an essence about you. People are drawn to you because you have the ability to help others integrate spiritually, to show them a lot of different things. And also with Sun in Libra, you know how to bring that balance, that harmony. It's not just any Sun in Libra, it's 29 degrees of Libra, which is the critical degree of the last it's the last degree of the sign of Libra, so the mastery of the Libra energy in the 9th house of the teacher. That you also have Pluto in your 9th house, and you also have Mercury. So it's a lot of Libra, and you're really able to see all sides of the picture, and you're able to help others see that as well. And people end up being drawn to you with Pluto because they feel this about you, and they love and they want to know more about themselves through speaking to you. It's almost like you end up turning into a sort of what do we call it? A sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Psychologist or something like that, like a therapist kind of an energy. You have that about you for sure with all that in your 9th house. You're also a Capricorn rising, so you're very serious in the way that you express yourself to others. You're very organized. You're very I think she needs to go out. Should we ask Julia?
Yeah, I'll go get her.
You're very organized. You're you are very serious. There's a seriousness about you, and that seriousness makes it so that you, hang on, I have to accept this real quick. That seriousness makes it so that you, when you show yourself to others, there's like, you don't really like your time being wasted. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like there's something about you that's like very organized, very serious, very authoritarian, right? With Capricorn rising, you're serious,
authoritative, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have that kind of essence about you. You have Moon in Gemini, so that's an air sign. So you're air sun and air moon, which means you're very mental, like the mind and the logicking things and understanding things through the mind, and your curiosity is very, very strong. You also process, hello Peter and Rox, you also process your emotions logically. It's much more of a logical processing of the emotions versus the actual feeling of things. Because I know I have strong Gemini energy, and that's what it feels like. It's like you rather think about things, you think about how you feel, and if you can talk about it, and that's really important, then that feels really good to you, to express yourself by speaking about what you think and feel. The other thing is with Mars in Cancer, this is Mars in a detriment position. And the only problem with this is that in terms of your drive, your emotions sometimes get in the way of taking action, because you always have to feel good. You have to feel first before taking actions, and sometimes you don't feel like taking action, and so your feelings and emotions can get in the way in the way of you, like your initiative, your drive. Only organized in chaos. That's really funny. Let's see, what else do we have here that's jumping out at me? Okay, North Node Scorpio, you're here to learn to take more risks in life, to also focus on career and focus on your life path, but do it in a way where you're taking a little more risks. You're not here to stay in stability and never take a risk ever again. You're not here to live in that space. That is like something from the past. If you don't take risks, you will feel stuck. You'll feel like you never did something with your life, like you never accomplished something, because the 10th house is the house of accomplishments. And so you need to allow yourself to take more risks, and then like just trust that things will turn out, and you gotta, it's a trust. It's like a trust without being able to see what's on the other side. It's learning how to do that is part of your actual destiny. And you have Chiron in Aries, which also means that you are you're getting close to, but not exactly, but you're getting close to the Chiron return. But your healing journey in this life is to heal your sense of identity. It's almost like your whole life you like, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. And so you have to find who you are. You have to find yourself. That's literally part of your journey. And that's what I got. So did you want to
let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to switch on over to this right here. Yeah, did I get it right? Okay. So now Chandra is going to add to that.
All right. So this is actually interestingly very similar.
Wow, that's
to the
cool.
other
I love
chart
it when that
we
happens.
just did. So you are a pure generator, a right angle incarnation, so that's different. But you do have the same open centers and the same closed centers, or defined centers.
As Amanda?
So a very powerful person, a very powerful incarnation. The big difference is, so let me just talk about it again. So I'll repeat it for you. As a pure generator, your strategy is to respond, to wait for that sacral center to tell you, are you open to this opportunity, to this person, to this thing, or not? And that will take you to that beautiful space of satisfaction that you want to experience. So if you haven't already, start doing things only for the sake of the fact that they feel good. Just do that. Wait for things to come to you, and if you think it's gonna feel good and you'll know, it's immediate yes or no, then do it, and if not, don't do it. That's it, right? Now, the right angle incarnation is significant because this is very different from what we just talked about. You do not need other people for you to find your way through life. You are here to live your life and to know about yourself and to learn about you. And at the core of you and who you are is this need to learn as much as you can about who you are. So the more you learn, and in fact for you especially, it's really important to learn about the defined centers, because this is who you are. These, you are not. Okay? So you are extremely intelligent. You can gain information and you look at things like a puzzle and you can explain them very easily. These two centers are connected via this channel, which means the energy between them flows very effortlessly. This middle channel especially is a very mental channel. You know exactly how to express the thoughts that you have, and it's very clear for other people. They understand what you are saying. You're very good at explaining how things fit together.
Dude, that's so crazy. I was just talking about that.
Yeah.
With all her Libra energy.
Exactly. And then you are also
Should I just go take her?
very sure. Why not?
Okay,
yeah,
just-
let's
just-
do it, and
yeah,
I'll just
okay,
do this.
I'll be right back.
Okay, can you actually check on Julia because she didn't respond to any of my texts?
Yeah.
So she's probably just watching movies.
Okay.
So
here we go.
So you are also very loving. Well, okay, let me talk specifically. So that was this center. But you know how to manifest, you know how to speak your mind, and you know how to, you have a very defined way of speaking, a very defined way of communicating, and that's good. That's good. You are not a person with this center undefined. And if you had anyone around you with this center undefined, especially growing up, you might have felt like you weren't good enough because you only had the one way of communicating. You only had the one way of manifesting. Guess what? That is your power and that is your strength because you're very focused, okay? You're also very focused because you have this center defined. You're extremely loving. You're here to share the love that you have, and you know who you are. So the Chiron thing is about you being insecure, but you do know who you are. You know who you are, you know which way you're going, and you need to go there with courage because this is also the center of courage. Okay? You have a very defined sacral, which means that you have a lot of energy, a lot of life force, but only if you do what you love. Again, love keeps coming up for you. Okay? So, if you do what you love, then you will continue to have endless amounts of energy because in this center, it's always running. The motor is always running, always running, always running, always running, always running. When you do what you love during the day, when you go to bed at night, you're exhausted. And the next day you wake up with more energy because that's that motor, right? Always running. And you have an extremely defined spleen. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 gates activated, okay? This means that, and you have a channel connecting the spleen and the throat, which means that you're very good at communicating when other people need things. You have an intuitive knowing about resources. You have an intuitive knowing, and like in your daily life, this means you know exactly when anything is going to run out in the fridge, and you know when you need to get more, and you know when you need to save, and you know when you need to splurge. So keep doing that. You know, okay. The whole risk-taking thing, this is very much related to these two centers. You can take a lot of pressure and you can complete a lot of things, but this keeps you from taking risks because you have a very keen understanding of danger. So you're here to use all of the strength and follow your heart. And if you follow your heart and your strategy and your yes, your hell yes, then you will be able to take any risk and you'll be good. You'll be good. You know when something's dangerous, so just keep taking those risks that are the hell yes. When something is yes, just do it. Just do it because again, as a generator, you're not here to be certain about anything. You're here to revel in the beauty of following your response because then you will feel beautiful satisfaction. And Scorpio is about satisfaction. You are here more than anyone to experience satisfaction. Okay? You are an observer, so you are here to watch others as well. You are not an influencer necessarily in that way, but like people who are observed. But people do watch you. We all watch each other. Okay? But at the very, very core, you are here to know who you are, so follow your heart and take more risks. Use this energy that connects your root to your sacral to your heart. Well, this is the G center, but this is the center of love. And use that because you have consistent energy between all of these. So use that energy to keep you moving forward on your path. And you don't need anyone else. People will come in and out of your life, but you don't need them to figure out where it is that you're going because you already know. So you just have to tap in. For you, it's really all about the response. And that is that. Let me check the chat. Anna Marie. Okay, how to decide with my Libra sun. Yep, there you go. And that is what is up with that. So, boom. Okay. There it is. Let me actually switch over, and I think we are good. Let me get to the next person, as Jai will return in a minute. Whoops, I'm trying to use... We have two computers going at the same time. Here we go. All right. Stuck in responsibility as a single mom. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's okay. So here's the thing. I don't care. Like, because, and that's harsh, right? But it's not. You're a generator and you're here to respond and do what feels good. Just do what feels good. I know what you mean about responsibility. Yes, we have to take care of business. That's not what I mean. I don't mean don't take care of business. I mean take care of business the way it feels good. It doesn't have to feel bad. Okay? Wow, a lot of single moms here. I'm a single mom too. Trust me. I am the best example. Jai can attest to this. I don't know how the hell, but one day I decided I'm going to stop doing what I don't want to do because that life sucks and I can't keep going. I was literally going in the wrong direction and I couldn't. You have that North Node in the 10th house. You are here to focus on career and your life path. So you are here to excel in that space. You are here to keep moving forward toward your career and towards success in the outer world. You are here to do that. So you have to follow that. But the other thing too is stop trying to do what you don't need to do for your kids or for your kid. I had to learn that as I got more and more into what I needed to do for me. It became a lot easier to be a mom. Okay? My North Node is in the 4th house, so it's the opposite of you. But here's the thing. I learned the same message, that when you align with your strategy, everything is so much easier. So much easier. So follow your sacral response. Take more risks in your career, and that is how you will get through any of the gnarliness that you may or may not be experiencing right now. You do have that whole bottom part of your chart defined, which means that you can take all the pressures. So just be okay with that. Be okay with that. All right. Boom. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah, I love human design. All right, who is next? Next is Darcy. Darcy is next. Boom.
All right.
Thank you for doing that.
Taking care of puppies.
She's good?
She didn't poop, But
No, but Julia?
oh, her thing said error.
Oh, okay.
She's waiting for it to reset.
It was okay.
Do you want to go check?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go check. Okay. Speaking of single moms. All right, so Darcy.
With a kid with type 1 diabetes, you're not going to get anybody with more responsibility than me, trust me. That's
Okay.
why I believe in human design. She was asking about, because I keep talking about doing what gives you satisfaction.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like, you got to do it. Because you're not going to get away from the responsibility.
Yeah, and I know a couple of other people got on the list, so I'll check that as well. Darcy, while you put up your info, I'm going to update the list. All right, so after Darcy is Amber, after Amber is Jamie, after Jamie it is Shannon, Ross, and that's who we have so far on the list. Okay, so 10, 26, 73, 5:16 p.m. and Albany. Yeah, we're like tag teaming it. This is cracking me up. Okay, New York. Give me one more second. It's almost there. Okay. So I know you wanted me to look at your transits, so I am going to look at the transits, and then we'll have Chandra look at your human design. Yeah, it's definitely tough. Let me switch this over. And also go over here. And here we go. So, let's take a look at the diabetes. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here for you, Darcy, in terms of transits. The eclipses that we just had they're really, really powerful transits that have just recently happened, and this is for everyone, but especially for us as a collective, and also wherever it's happening in your chart, that's where you're going to feel the biggest shift and the biggest change for you. So the full moon eclipse in Sagittarius actually happened in your 8th house. You actually have the South Node transiting your 8th house. And in your 8th house, you also have your Mercury, your Pallas Athena, which is the goddess of wisdom, your Neptune, and your Venus. And believe it or not, your Neptune is exactly at 5 degrees of Sagittarius, which means that the eclipse was exactly aspecting your Neptune. What that means to me, or what that says to me, I felt great until today. What that says to me, and we're talking about basically a little bit over 2 weeks ago, right? And I'll talk about the transits that are happening today too. But a little bit over 2 weeks ago was this full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. And it was literally it was literally illuminating.
It's an obstacle course.
Illuminating your intuition.
I almost fell. I'm
oh
okay.
My God,
though.
are you okay? Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Literally, like, shining the biggest light on your intuition and your ability to, like, so your intuition has been, like, on. Fully tapped in the last couple of weeks. The eclipse season ended with the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini, which obviously happened in the opposite house. The other thing that happened too, that you might have felt 2 weeks ago, is the intense shift in something that may have happened for you that was like an ending to something, a release of something that you may have felt that happened. And then a few days ago, on Thursday, we had the Gemini eclipse, which happened in your 3rd house, actually, at 19 degrees. So you went for it. Yeah. This aspected your house of communications. And interestingly enough, in this specific house for you is also where you have your south node. So the new beginning for you in terms of the next 6 months is all about you stepping into speaking your truth, more of your truth, saying the things that you have to say that come through you, right? Through your voice, through your inner guidance, through your inner self. These things are very, very important. For the next 6 months, you have to speak your truth, and it's got to come from your heart. Since you already have South Node in Cancer, you know that space. Like you're here to move more into being more in career, right? And being more into like in the limelight and being more living in your life path. And that has to do with also a spiritual path, because you do have the North Node in the 9th house. However, with this current eclipse that we just had, the new beginning is really about you stepping into being able to communicate and express what you really want to say. Every ex, that's hilarious.
Wait,
so
what?
she said every ex has called her.
OMG.
Yeah, that's crazy.
O.M.G.
Here's why you have been feeling a little bit funky as well. So it's the Cancer energy. So Mars has been transiting your South Node in Cancer, like basically passing over your South Node and passing over your Saturn. And now the Moon is in Cancer, and so is Venus. And yesterday was a powerful conjunction between Venus and the Moon in the sign of Cancer, which was it's an emotional thing, right? So it brings up emotions. And then with Mars recently moving into Leo, I would say this is the good thing for you in general, because Mars now is going to transit your 5th house. So with this Mars in Leo transit, what you are getting is the spark, that fire, that passion that lights up for you to have fun. And it's also, if you have Leo at the cusp of the 5th house, which is the natural ruler of the 5th house, that means like romance, fun, child play, like innocence. Yeah, innocence. All of that is going to feel really, really good for you in terms of your this transit. And it's in there. It's
that
like
explains
it's
a lot.
on its way. It's like it's time to get creative. You don't waste this energy and this time. Make sure that you're getting creative and you're doing things that you absolutely love to do. That the main key with Leo is have fun. Are you having fun?
Are you having fun?
Yeah, and that's what I got for the transits. There is if I can talk about Saturn over here. I mean, not Saturn, but not Uranus, but not your Uranus, but the transiting Uranus, which is in Taurus. Okay, so it's in your 1st house. Okay. And then transiting Saturn in the 11th. So there's a square going on here between these two that is causing unpredictability. And the unpredictability is you're changing yourself. You feel like you're changing from within, because Uranus in the 1st house, you're also feeling a little bit rebellious. And also the square is to your 11th house of friends, but also you sharing your gifts with the world. She didn't poop, so I don't know what's going on. Okay. So you're gonna feel a little bit of that energy as well. Yeah. So that's what I got. Did you share it?
Oh my gosh, what is going on with her? That's her little baby doggy.
She might have to go. She might have to literally we have to tag team it again.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can talk to her. Have you done your human design? Darcy, have you ever looked at it before? I'm asking because so Chandra knows, how in depth to go into it, but obviously.
Yeah. Fun. I need it. Darcy, this is a similar transit as I'm experiencing, and I know if it's all about your strategy. So the more you tap into your strategy, which you're also a pure generator, so the more you tap into the strategy to respond, the more you will feel the satisfaction and the more fun you'll tap into. Because Leo is coming into your 5th house, and I can feel the same thing. Like literally since yesterday, I feel like a different person with Leo coming into my 5th house and getting out of my 4th house. And it's really kind of nice. It's uplifting. It's cool. And it's because I've been working on being in my power, in my strategy and my response for a long time now. So the more that I tapped into my strategy, the more I really did tap into my 5th house. And now that Leo is here, it feels really, really good. The other thing is you are a hermit opportunist, same as me, a 2-4. So this means that you like to get into your process. You don't like to get disturbed, and you really, really, really have to wait for the opportunities to come to you. Once you get really, really good at what you like to do, then people will come to you and ask you for help. The same way that I'm doing this and you're all coming to me and Jai. It's the same thing for projectors. The more they geek out on the process and the system that they like to look at, the more people come to them. But they have to wait for an invitation. That's a projector. With generators and manifesting generators, we have to wait for our own bodies to tell us, like, is this something I want to do or not? But you really have to wait for the opportunity, and people will come to you the more you geek out on your process. But it is important for you to take time. I circled the wrong thing. It is important for you to take time to actually hermit. You do need hermit mode. You do need a lot of alone time. The other reason you need a lot of alone time is because you have these 2 centers undefined. And when these 2 are actually completely open, no gates activated. Do you see that? So that means that you can hear people's thoughts. You can hear when people need you to like give them an answer to something. That's this one. When you feel like you need to explain the why of everything, people are always like in their minds like, oh, why is she doing that? Well, guess what? You don't need to answer any of those questions, and you don't need to be certain about anything. All you need to do is use this extremely defined sacral center response in order to justify the fact that you do what you like to do. That's the answer. Why do you do it? Because it felt good. That's the only certainty that you need to have. You get lonely. I get it, but I get lonely. What do you mean? I am, but like people trying to hold me back. I did online, but I don't know how you read. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, sorry. I was like a little behind on the comments. So, you have, again, you have a undefined throat center. So this center is all about manifestation. But when you have it undefined, it's, are you trying to call attention to yourself? Because you can stop now. You need to stop trying to attract attention to you. People will come to you when you've done enough hermiting and you've become good at something. And life is always coming at you because the generator aura is attracting. Life is always coming at you at all these places and all the angles and all the things. So just stop trying to do stuff. Wait for life to come at you. Here's the thing about generators, okay? Respond means respond. Stop trying to get ahead of life. Stop going after things and just wait for the things to come to you, whether it's relationships, whether it's friends, whether it's any of that. Wait for them to come to you, okay? I see that you have something going on with your thyroid. You know exactly, your body knows exactly how to heal this. You have an extremely 5 gates activated in your spleen center. So you have to listen to your body, eat the foods that you already know make you feel good. Do not eat the foods that you already know make you feel like crap. And just cut it out. Just cut it out because your body is basically screaming at you and you need to listen. So listen. Also, something that I would say for the thyroid is frankincense and myrrh in your throat. This is my own concoction that I actually used. I was a surrogate, and in order to heal my thyroid, in order to lower my TSH levels to prevent miscarriage, I had to heal my thyroid, and I'm not a doctor, okay? Let me just say that. Obviously, there are things that doctors do, but I put frankincense and myrrh and I told my thyroid, I am beautiful, I am perfect, I work perfectly, and it got healed. So I would add that to whatever else you're doing. Okay? And listen to your body because it's all about diet. For people with a very defined spleen, you know exactly what you need. Your body knows exactly what you need. So listen to your sacral response. You also have almost all of the gates activated in your sacral center. So you have a ton of energy. And you may be undertaking too much pressure. Okay? Because you can. But really, really try to follow your strategy and that will fix it. That will fix taking too much pressure. Okay, you do have your heart center defined, which means that you do have a sense of self-worth. The thing with the heart center is you do have your own willpower, so go with it. Go with the things that you love. Go with the things that you love. Go towards your love. Go towards the things that make you feel good and the things that make you feel joy. Follow your joy, follow your passion. Follow those things just a little bit at a time. In the beginning, when we first switch over, we need just a little bit at a time. Just a little bit. And then you can get to do more and more and more, because the more you keep moving forward with human design, with your strategy, with your sacral authority, the more you will align and the easier things. That's fine, Darcy. You don't, because you've not been following your strategy. It's fine. We all haven't been following our strategy. I can't even tell you how redonkulous. I can't even, we will go into a 3-hour conversation about how insane my life was before I started following my strategy. Okay? And that's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of pressure in your life because you can handle it. So just handle it. Okay? Handle the pressure. But every little opportunity that you can to follow your strategy, go with that. Because the more you do that, the more you will align and the more you will get into the space where you need to get. Okay? So that's what I have to say about that. Does she need to go again? Or
yeah,
okay.
She's running around and you should probably try to see if she'll poop with you.
Okay.
Okay. Lord have mercy.
Lord.
And
Lord.
we shall do the next reading, which is Amber. Amber, put up your information.
Obstacle course.
Okay, Amber, put up your information, and oh my god, I still need this. Yeah, she's going.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's running around out there, and I have a feeling she does have to poop, but she's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe if you let her off leash, I don't know. I wasn't too confident with that. Yeah. You're welcome. Let me actually double check real quick. Also, if anyone else, we'll see if anyone else got on the list. We're good. So it's Amber, Jamie, and then Shannon. Yeah, you're welcome. I love doing these readings with Chandra. So I am going to, as soon as Amber puts up her information, pull it up on the screen and talk about Amber. Rebuck, is that you, Angie? Let me know if that's you, because the name in PayPal is not Angie. Sorry. Oh my god, this is so funny. Yeah, just clarify for me real quick, and I need to drink some water. I see, Amber. I see your information. I'm tripping. And then Angie. So Angie, if you want to get on the list, you have to send 44 to my PayPal. Yes. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I just now saw it. For some reason, I didn't see it before. So November 22nd of 86. And 12 a.m. in Billings, Montana. All right. So there we go. What's going on? You okay? How's your BG, babe? Good. Yeah, I can see you, Amber. I was just getting confused with Angie because Angie put up her information, but she wasn't actually on my list. Okay. So here we go. Let me switch over the screen. Have I done a reading for you before, Amber? I need to know if you want me to look at the transits or your actual just your natal chart. Either one is fine. I just need to know which one to look at. If I look at your natal chart, it's basically just me looking at the energies of your natal chart. If I look at the transits, not yet. Okay, so let's actually just look at your natal chart then in that case, because that's the basic information that you need to have. So let us do this. Okay. So here we go. Amber, you have Sun in Scorpio. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome, Amber. Moon in Leo. You are also a Virgo rising, and you have Venus in Scorpio. You have quite a bit of stuff in Scorpio. So, wow, this is like the third person today that I've worked with that has a 29-degree sun. What is going on with that? The 29th degree of any sign is the most powerful degree. It is called a critical degree because it is where the energy of that sign is basically has reached the level of mastery, and it's getting ready to like be reborn or become another. Are you familiar with your natal chart, Amber? Or how familiar are you with your natal chart? And so that's really a powerful energy. Having the sun at 29 degrees of Scorpio, it's a very intense Scorpio energy, but it's magnified because of all of this other Scorpio energy in your chart, including Venus, Pluto, Mercury, and Ceres, who is an asteroid. She is the nurturing goddess. And it's how you nurture. This is also all in your third house of communication, which means that in terms of communication, you have a very intense way of expressing yourself, especially with Mercury and Scorpio. It's an investigative mind that can't get enough. And so it also is about talking and going deep into like deep topics that are basically uncomfortable for a lot of people. Your moon in Leo means that you love to be seen, especially when it comes to in the realm of like friendships and like in the public eye with people that you share your gifts with, clients, networks. You love to shine your light. You love to feel valued. Being valued is something that's really, really important for you. In terms of transits, and since you do want me to look at your transits, you have right now the eclipse, the North Node. Let me just add them to this to make it easier for you guys to see it. So let's take a look at this. So here's what I was going to point out. The fact that you have all of this Gemini energy affecting your Chiron. And your healing journey with Chiron is to heal your insecurity about feeling like you don't know how to express yourself, feeling like you don't know how to tell your truth, feeling like what you have to say is not important. All of those things are insecurities of yours. Sorry about the puppy barking, but all of those things are insecurities of yours. And you're learning how to let go of that. But right now, with the North Node also transiting your 10th house, with this energy being intercepted in your 10th house, meaning Gemini is fully kind of held within this house, you are having to deal with this insecurity, and it has to do in the place of work, because this is, or not work, but career and life path. So everything right now, the eclipses, they're all happening in your 10th and 4th houses. So the themes that are affecting you right now the most are home and career, or your home life versus your outside life when you're in the world. These are the things that are the most important. With the South Node transiting your 4th house, what this is saying, right, and the eclipses happening in your 4th house, the Sagittarius eclipses, which are with the South Node, are saying they're emptying the cup. And so however you define your home life, you're completely changing that, and you have to figure out a new way of defining home and family for you. This is the main thing that's happening. Is like you are learning how to redefine yourself, redefine who you feel is your family, redefine who you feel close to in that way. You're redefining yourself because your sun is right there in the 4th house. You've got Saturn there. So South Node and Saturn is the Lord of karma. So you're dealing with some karma related to your family, for sure. And all of this is a big theme of this entire year. I'm currently trying to make that jump of what I want to do for me versus home mom. Okay. Yeah, because your North Node, where's your North Node? So here's the thing. If we look at your North Node is in Aries and your South Node is in Libra. So you have a tendency to define yourself by your relationships, but you're not supposed to do that. What you're supposed to do is find your independence and do things on your own and take a little more risks in life. That's a big part. Do you have it pulled up?
Just about. Yep, it's coming.
Yeah, and let's see if there's anything else that is jumping out at me. Mars on your moon. Let yourself enjoy this time. Let yourself have fun. That's going to be really important. Have fun with your friends. Enjoy going out with friends. Enjoy having fun. The moon, Mars is exactly on your moon, so you're going to feel that pull to really like go with the flow of like shine your light really bright, do things that make you feel good. And that's what I got for you. Boom. Right now. And then Chandra's going to talk about your human design.
Look at all of these very similar charts.
What is going on?
All the generators today. It's because Mars went into Leo. So it's calling us all generators, really, to tap into that satisfaction. Because it's the fifth house. It's,
yeah, that's a pretty big deal.
you know, sexuality.
Yeah, wow.
Like, it's a thing. It's a real thing. Okay, Amber, pure generator, left angle incarnation, 6-2, role model hermit. All of the things that I have been saying for almost everyone else here.
Holy,
they apply
this is
to
not
you.
Common, you
No,
guys.
not at all. We
This
usually
is
get like
not-
one of each or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So you have to respond in order to get that satisfaction. If you come out of your not self, meaning the centers that are undefined, or you don't honor your strategy, you will feel epic and relentless frustration. So in order to stop that, you can stop that right now. Just go with your gut. Literally, your sacral, your fifth house, your Leo, whatever you want to call it, whatever energy is in your chart. But I mean, if you just tap into Mars and Leo, Mars is asking us to do what feels good in our body. That's what we all need to do, and especially you. Again, another super defined sacral center, another really powerful incarnation, a defined spleen, a defined root. You can take a lot of pressure. You're here to love, and you have your own willpower. You can do whatever it is you want to do. The one thing is that you have a really undefined throat center, so you're trying to attract attention to yourself, and you can stop. You can stop doing that, and you can also stop identifying with other people's emotions because they're not yours. This really relates to the whole thing about relationships. You can stop identifying with the emotions of others. They are not yours. Just don't, because you won't feel good. They're not your emotions. They're just not yours. And you have these two top centers defined. So you do have a very logical way of going about life. That is your power. Don't worry if other people think that you're not emotional enough. I don't think you have a problem with that, because you do have this, but you do have an undefined solar plexus. So this combination of these two centers defined plus the undefined solar plexus tells me that you probably have people who think that you're too cold. You can go ahead and let them think that, because it's not true. The truth is you feel everything. You feel even the things that they refuse to feel and the things that they repress. So they can literally just go shove it, because you feel everything. You just don't show it, and you have a very logical way of going about what you do. You're just a very logical person. With these two centers defined, and with the channel here activated, the energy is always flowing between your crown and your ajna. So your mind is very active, and it's very consistent, and that is your source of strength. So allow yourself to embody that. Allow yourself to embody that. It's okay. People can think whatever they want to think. You're still going to feel all the things that they refuse to feel. And you're going to be sitting there like, okay, whatever. You're the one repressing, and I'm over here feeling it. So you're not the cold one. They are. All right? That happens a lot. As the role model hermit combination, you have that 0 to 30, and then 30 to 50, and then 50 on. Before 30, you were doing trial and error. Now you're in the phase of contemplation, of witnessing, of watching, of integrating the experiences you had with what you see in the now. And after 50, you'll be this epic role model, and you will understand. You're also a left angle incarnation. You will understand. Let me finish that thought, because I went too fast for myself. You will understand, and people will come to you because you'll be a leader. They will come to you because you are a role model, because you will have done a whole bunch of stuff, and then you'll have integrated it, and then you'll be able to share. Okay? And with the left angle incarnation, You depend on other people and on your network to get you to where you need to go. So there will always be people around you. You will always be attracting as a generator. Like I said, you're always attracting. Your aura is big and always bringing things to you. So you will not have a shortage of people around you. And karmic relationships, whoa, where did it go? There it went. Karmic relationships are really important in your life, and you have to really embrace them. You have to really embrace them and just go with it. Just go with life. Go with what feels good. Go with what you like. Go with what's good in your body. Just respond to life and it will flow. It will flow and it will be so beautiful. The one other thing that I do want to mention is if you don't already live in a humid environment, you probably should move to a more humid environment. Or if you live in a place that's super dry, use the sauna. Your environment of kitchen's wet requires you to have a lot of different experiences, a lot of different people. You need to be able to blend a lot of things together, but also you need the wetness. You thrive in humid environments. So if you don't have humidity around you, find humidity. Or take trips to where it's humid often. And then you'll thrive. You'll really feel the big difference. And if you already do, then you don't need to worry.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Amber, for signing up. Excited. I guess you're signed up for tomorrow's workshop. Yes. That's amazing. Next we have Jamie. In case you guys are wondering, we are doing a free workshop tomorrow to teach you how to make the Sagittarius oil blends and the Scorpio oil blends, and it's a free workshop, so there's a link in the description of the video. Make sure you click on that to get the all the information and the Zoom link. So we've got Jamie next. If you could please put up your information in the chat.
Oh my gosh.
For us, that would be amazing. There it
awesome.
is. What is she doing?
I don't know. She's going apeshit. I gave her some food because she
Okay.
was just going wild. She didn't go to the bathroom. She was just chewing at things.
Yeah, lots to take in.
Excuse me, I had a thing in my ear, and that's usually when I'm channeling the most.
Okay,
good.
5:15 p.m. And
oh my gosh, 1997.
Singapore. Is Singapore a city?
No, we need to know the city. Is it a city? Yeah, it is.
What's the country?
Singapore, I think.
Singapore?
I think so.
That's okay. Yeah, you're welcome, Amber. Yeah, Singapore is a city, but I don't know where the country is. It doesn't matter. She'll answer in a second.
But I do know. Country and the city. I was
Okay.
right. Yes. Rock that. Rock that geography.
Okay.
What?
So there we go. All right. So let me go ahead and share this. And the puppy's just having a hard time, so we're just gonna do our best, okay, guys? Sorry about all the crazy puppy noise. We're doing our best. You guys have just literally watched us take her out like 4 times.
Yeah.
In a row.
I don't know what's wrong.
Something's not right. Yeah.
She's
I think she needs a walk, but I don't know.
I just took her for a walk. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Something's up.
I mean, she did
okay.
just have different food, but I don't know. That shouldn't have done anything.
So here we go. Okay. Oh my God! Another Sun 29.
Wow.
This is like the 4th, 5th person in a row with the Sun at 29 degrees.
Okay, well, it's the 4th
Holy
person in a row
moly.
with a left angle incarnation, so that's cool. I wonder if that's
Oh my
a
God!
coincidence.
It's got to be related. Okay, so Sun in Leo, Moon in Aries. They are trining, almost an exact trine, not exactly, but Aquarius rising, Venus in the sign of Libra, so that's a strong Venus. With the 29th degree sun, what I've been saying is this is a very master energy. It's almost like you have mastered the energy of Leo. This is also your sun on Regulus, like literally exactly on it. Regulus is 29 0 degrees of Virgo. So the heart of the lion, okay? This is strong, like you have mastered that, like loyalty, love, connecting to that powerful heart center. These are all themes that are really, really important. And you feel at your best. Also, when you're being honored in relationships, because your sun is in the 7th house, it means that you identify yourself with your relationships. It's really important for you. Relationships are like your focus in life. And also because Juno's right there, this could be a soulmate relationship with another Leo or someone who has fire energy. Your moon in Aries means that you have a very fiery way of expressing your emotions. You're very impulsive and instinctual in terms of your emotions. You don't wait. You just go ahead and express yourself, and that's important. Also, wherever the moon is in your chart is going to be the place that fluctuates the most for you. And what fluctuates the most for you right now in your life, and it always has been, is communication. How you communicate. It's like sometimes you're communicating in one way, and sometimes you're communicating in other ways, and it's never steady. It's always flowing, always different. You also have Saturn conjunct the moon, which means that in some ways Saturn restricts your emotions. You have North Node Virgo, South Node Pisces, which means that you are here to focus on the details of life. You are here to focus on the present moment. You're here to focus on your everyday life and what happens in a daily way, on a daily basis. The North Node in the 8th house is also like having the North Node in the sign of Scorpio. And that means that you're also here to learn to take more risks in life and to just kind of test the waters a little bit and learn to have fun. With the South Node in Pisces, it means that you have had a lot of very powerful experiences that have been you like merging with the divine, you coming from a place of infinity and then all of a sudden incarnating into a body. This may be why sometimes you feel really uncomfortable in your body, or you may have health issues, because when you go from the boundlessness of Aries to the very defined, detail-oriented energy of Virgo, and you have a physical body, right? Like Pisces is the energetic body, and Virgo is the physical body. It feels restricting, so it's uncomfortable for you. Having, the North Node is where you're not exactly comfortable in life. And so you're more comfortable like flying around in the ethers, like focusing on your intuition. But what you need to try to focus more on is on yourself, on your body, on your daily life, on being here in the moment, on anchoring what the Pleiades call the 9 dimensions. There's a book called Alchemy of 9 Dimensions. It's really, I would recommend it, because this dynamic of the nodes in Pisces and Virgo are exactly what show this dynamic. It's like anchoring the intuition, the spiritual, the divine into this time, space, reality. You were born with Chiron in Libra, so this is actually a very interesting energy. Chiron, I wouldn't give her any more. I would not. She ate way too much already. Okay. Her tummy's gonna hurt. So Chiron in Libra is actually the insecurity here is the insecurity of like feeling. It's like a relationship thing. It's the insecurity of like feeling like there's no harmony in your life, feeling like you don't know who you are without identifying yourself with others. It's like feeling that you're not finding any balance and you don't know yourself without others. And it's interesting because, like I said, your sun is also in the 7th house, which means you're learning how to shine your light. It's like you're learning to heal this insecurity about relationships. And that's really important because the sun in the 7th house is actually really helping you. And let's see what else jumps out at me. With your, like, I've had enough. Okay. So basically with your Aquarius rising, what I know right now is that Saturn and Jupiter are both transiting your 1st house. And you have Jupiter in Aquarius as well, which means that you're going through your Jupiter return this year. And the Jupiter return is a time of abundance. It's a time where things will start to come together for you. You have like a big personality. There's a big energy about you with Jupiter in the 1st house, and you're very, very unique, and you're very, very individual. And the things that matter the most right now is the fact that this individuality is being aspected in your life. And so you feel like somehow there's a part of you that you have to express. There's that the rebel inside of you is really wanting to like come out and play. And you also have Uranus in Aquarius, which that's a very strong sign. And what else is happening here is that with Uranus in Aquarius in your 1st house, it's almost like you are you're very unique in the way that you express yourself. So that is the things that jump out at me in the moment. And Chandra.
Oh my God, you guys, I am so sorry for all that yelling. Gaia was like eating Ellie.
Ellie?
Yeah, Gaia was like eating Ellie's neck.
Whoa.
I know, that's why. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
They're fine. They're fine.
It's
they were
it's stressful right
there's
now.
Something going on with them, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's midnight.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with midnight.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a lot. And I would love to see how this energy
We're looking
is
for...
expressed through her human design. Yeah.
Who are we looking for?
I think you have it pulled up.
Jamie Lee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me share this with you. And everything that you were saying is on point with all of the things that I see in the human design chart. So I'm going to show you where it appears, because it's pretty awesome. I know, dude.
That was...
Because Ellie got a little too close to the other dog, which I gave her food in her kennel, and that's why Gaia was like, what's going on? And then it was a food thing between Gaia and Ellie, but then like something's wrong with our other dog. I don't know what it is. She's fine, but she's not. You know what I mean?
Okay. Good.
Okay, good.
After this is Shannon, and then after Shannon, I think we're done.
Okay, so you are, this is different. Emotional manifesting generator. Okay, a manifesting generator is the type that is, you are a generator at the core because you have a defined sacral, but you have a connection between your motor and your manifestation center. The throat. You have defined throat, defined sacral. So you know exactly what to do and how to get there in order to do any of the things. For you, even more than any other generator, for all manifesting generators, it's extremely important to respond, to follow your strategy, to respond, and to not get ahead of life, because you know exactly how to get from point A to point B, if only. Right? If only. But the if only is a big problem, because you really just need to wait for it to come to you. And guess what? When you wait for things to come to you, you feel satisfaction. When you don't, you feel both frustration and anger, because you have both the generator and the manifester in you. So the anger is what manifestors feel when they feel resistance to the things that they do. Well, guess what? You're feeling resistance and anger because you're getting ahead of it. So you have to wait and respond. And that's a big, big deal. For manifesting generators, even more than generators, you really, really, really have to wait for life to come at you. You're always attracting it.
Yeah.
You're always attracting it.
With the emotional, yeah.
And on top of it, you're an emotional manifester. So for you, your authority is not sacral. Your authority is your defined solar plexus. You know what you feel after you have gathered all of the information from the emotional wave. And you'll go high and you'll go low and then you'll come back to homeostasis. That's when you make your decision. That's when you know, is this a yes or a no? And it'll be anywhere from 75 to 85%. And that's it. You won't know more certainty than 85%. If you're anywhere above 75%, then you can be sure that something is right for you. So that's different. For anyone who has this center defined, that's where you have your authority. That's how you know your yes or no. Okay? It's a little bit less of an instantaneous yes or no, because your authority comes from riding that emotional wave. And if you decide when you feel really good about it, you might not have made the right choice. And if you decide when you feel really bad about it, you might not have made the right choice. You have to wait and gather all the information. It's a very moment-to-moment existence. You really have to allow yourself the time to experience all of the information that you get from going through and feeling what it feels like, to think about it, to feel it, to see other people doing it, all of that. You need to have all that information before you can actually make your decision about anything. Now, let's talk about the main thing that I want to talk about are these two. Oh. It's all right. I was like, did Midnight get out? No, that's my other dog barking, and then we're gonna have a Gaia howl session, and you guys are gonna, this is insane. Our house is never like this, like ever. I swear, this is madness. What is happening? Okay. Really undefined G center, really undefined spleen, really undefined heart center. These are your undefined centers. Guess what? You're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to figure out, where do I need to go to find love? And you identify with other people. Your identity is always dependent on other people. You were already saying this, but you're not supposed to do this because you are your own unique individual. Here's the thing, okay? The beauty of the undefined G center. I have the same thing. You can step into any identity and it fits like a glove. You are Cinderella to every shoe. You can go from being a lawyer to an astrologer to a basket weaver, and you can do them all perfectly within days. Okay? You intuitively know how to fit into many, many identities. You're here to explore that. You don't need to know who you're going to be when you grow up. You never will. You're going to change over and over and over and over, and that is totally okay. You're here to experiment in that area. But do not identify with your partners. Their identity is not your identity. Don't get lost in the identity of other people. Continue to explore and continue to experiment. Okay? Health issues. All right? Really undefined spleen. Natural, homeopathic, gentle, 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 gentle medicine. Gentle healing. Aromatherapy, essential oils, sound healing, massage, iridology. All of the natural things are better for you because your body doesn't know how to process information. Your body takes something in and it just kind of sits there and it percolates and percolates because your body doesn't know, is this good or bad for me? I don't know. I guess I'm going to keep it and think about it. So really gnarly pharmaceuticals, really intense, like really intense medicinal practices are not the best. I'm not a doctor. There's a place for Western medicine, always. But there must also, for you especially, be an addition of all the homeopathic ways, because that will help you so much more. You are extremely sensitive. Your body is very sensitive. So the gentler it is, the better for you. Okay? And you're here to experiment in your body. So you are also, your gift in this area is that you have no fear. And so you're like a daredevil in a lot of ways, in a lot of different parts of your life. And that is cool. And you're one of the people who pushes the boundaries for us. It takes us all to the next level, because this is also the place of fear. And when you don't have it, you don't know what's safe and what's not safe. You don't know what's dangerous. Then you're going to push and push and push the limits. And we need that, okay? You will learn what your limit is throughout your life. You will learn what is dangerous. You will learn what is safe and not safe. Okay? And you also have these two centers very defined. So you do tend to be a lot in your mental process. However, your experience is very emotional and you are expressive about it, and it is connected to your center of expression. So you do express your emotions, and people around you know when you are feeling something, and you just need to be okay with that. I find that most of the time what's happening with our human design is people are putting us down for not being what we're not supposed to be. Whoa. Right? You're not supposed to just keep constantly finding love. You're here to receive love, so just stop looking for it and let it come to you. That's a big one with an undefined G center. It's also a big one to stop trying to prove yourself. But also stop trying to tell everybody else that, like, stop trying to not express your emotions if anybody's trying to tell you not to.
Oh my God.
So there it is.
So
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
good. That's. Yep. That's all. Yeah. Did I talk about the 6-2 again? You're also a 6-2, so you have that 30 to 50 on.
I don't remember.
So you were experimenting. You're still experimenting. You're still in the place of I'm still figuring out, and you're going through trial and error. And then when you hit 30, you're gonna start to get into the phase of integrating. Mm-hmm. And I call it like the 9th house.
Okay.
Because it's the integration.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right. There we go. So we got one more tonight, you guys. And apologize for all the madness that is happening here tonight. But next is Shannon. Yeah, good. Awesome. Thank you so much for everybody that has gotten a reading so far. We really, really appreciate it. And we shall pull up Shannon's chart. So Shannon, make sure to put up your information. Okay, there we go. August 25th of 82. 1802. Edmonton, Canada. Oh, that's just wild. That was just wild. Okay, August 25th, 1982, Edmonton, Alberta. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, you're welcome, Jamie. Thank you again for signing up for this reading. All right, so there we are. Let's take a picture of this. And let us go over here. Okay, so let's see. You have Sun in Virgo. Your moon is in Scorpio. Venus is in Leo. And Capricorn rising. So the thing that calls my attention right away is the moon in Scorpio. And the reason is because it's in the 10th house of career, and you have Scorpio at the cusp of the 10th house of career. So what this means is that the place in your life that fluctuates the most is this house of career. It's the house of your life path. And so it's like the flow, it's just always flowing, it's always moving in some kind of way, shape, or form. It's never steady. And that can be a cause of frustration. You also have Mars also in your 10th house, and then Jupiter very close to your Mars, so almost conjunct. What this does is it gives you this drive that's this kind of like relentless energy or relentless desire to do things in a very like intense way. It's an intensity that a lot of people can't handle. A good example is when I see the Leo King. I don't know if you follow the Leo King, but he's actually my favorite astrologer, one of my favorite astrologers. He actually talks about how Mars in Scorpio is like literally like he went to open up one of his mail envelopes with his dagger, you know, and it's like that kind of thing. It's like he Mars in Scorpioed it. I have Mars in Scorpio, so I know what this feels like. There's just an intensity about you, and that's how you do things. You have a relentless way of like expressing yourself, and it's very deep and it's very like dense. And for a lot of people, sometimes it's too much, and you have to learn like the boundary of like, okay, I'm expressing that intensity too much, and people are like getting scared. You know what I mean? Like I'm scaring people. And so that's actually really intense because that's a lot of Scorpio energy in your chart. So just kind of the first thing that kind of jumps out at me, you are with the Capricorn rising, you're a serious person. Capricorn, you also have your South Node right there and North Node in Cancer. So you are here to learn how to stop trying to do everything yourself and start trying to listen to your heart more, to know where your heart stands. You're also here to learn to collaborate with people and work together with people, and you're here to learn to love and to nurture others, and to also allow others to nurture you, because this is a big part of your life, relationships. With Venus in Leo, love is it's an important thing for you. You want to have fun with love. You want to be loved. You want your relationship. You want everybody to know you're in love, and things like that. And it's just a fun, playful energy. And with the North Node in Cancer in your 7th house, this expresses itself through your relationships of like, you love to nurture others. You love to be nurtured. This is just a big part. What you have to move away from which is your comfort zone, is you try to do everything yourself. You're very independent, and you don't really ever ask for help or see what can happen if you collaborate with other people. But the magic is in collaborating with other people, working with other people, and also not focusing so much on career, but focusing more on home and family and what you define as family for you. With Chiron in Taurus, in the 4th house, what you're healing is there's an insecurity or what I would call a low self-esteem. So many times you feel like you're not good enough. You may have a weird, funky relationship with money. You may feel insecure about money. These are all these things that can come up with Chiron and Taurus. You are learning in your life, your healing journey is to learn how to be secure and comfortable and allow yourself to enjoy the comforts of the material world. Because if you don't, you'll always feel like kind of like a lack. There's like a lack mentality that comes with Chiron in Taurus. Let's see what else jumps out at me. Where's your Gemini stuff? So I want to kind of look at the transits real quick. because the eclipses have been a very big theme, and we just went through these eclipses. It's gonna help you understand energetically what you have been feeling and how it's been affecting you. So here are the eclipses. They have happened. The full moon lunar eclipse happened in your 11th house of friends and sharing your gifts with the world. And this eclipse happened about 2 weeks ago, a little over 2 weeks ago. And this is where the South Node is transiting your chart. So a little bit over 2 weeks ago, what the moon shone a light on, or something that reached a phase of completion for you, had to do with, I feel like I've healed the money thing finally. Well, that's great. That's awesome. That's really good to hear. The thing that, but it's funny that you're aware of it, right? That's the cool thing, is that we're intuitively aware of where our issues are, or where our healing journeys are. So what the moon shone a light on is your realm of friendships and sharing your gifts with the world, and being out there right now. Friendships are changing for you. You're redefining what it means to have friends. You're redefining the types of friends that you have. These are things, hello Belinda, that are happening for you. And with the new moon solar eclipse that just happened a couple of days ago, yeah, right, that actually happened in your 6th house. So the new beginning, or the next 6-month long journey that you're on, the new intentions that you should focus on setting and moving forward, is focus on your daily life. Focus on your daily schedule. Focus on your health. Focus on work. But I don't mean like work as in like your job or your employer or whatever. Focus on what you do every day that brings you happiness and makes you feel good. These are the themes to really focus on for the next 6 months, because that's where the initial journey began for you just a few days ago, and that's where it's going to continue. So this is the realm, like I said. It's also the realm of being here in the moment. Focus on being here, being present for yourself, communicating your truth, speaking the things that are important to you. All of that is going to make you feel like you are focusing on what matters the most right now. Definitely schedule is huge right now. New heart offerings coming out. Yeah. So it's daily life. It's like anchoring into this dimension. Everything that you channel, right, from your intuition, everything that comes through from your higher mind. Those are the things that are going to be really important for you. And with the moon and Venus in Cancer on your North Node, you're going to feel like very loving energy towards, I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're in a partnership, that energy is going to be activated for you in that space. So I think that's actually a very beautiful energy. Have fun this weekend. I think for everybody is the weekend to have fun. With Leo transiting your 7th house as well, it's gonna at some point aspect conjunct your Venus, and so that's gonna be very, very important for you to focus on having fun within your relationship. So that is what I've got, and we are going
to share this one here
to talk about your human design next, which I'm excited about to see what comes through.
Which is crazy because now we have a very similar... There we go. All right, let's see. Here. I'll wait for that. Very nice, very nice. Okay, boom. You're getting really good at that.
Becomes automatic.
We're getting faster and faster.
All right,
Shannon. So here is what we have for you. Another emotional manifesting generator. Okay. Your authority comes from riding that wave of emotion, okay? And you must ride it out till you get back to that homeostasis buzz. Your strategy is still to respond because you're a generator at the core, but if you don't, you experience both frustration and anger. And anger is because you know how to manifest, but you must really follow your strategy in order to get rid of that, and you will feel peace and satisfaction when it comes to those things. You are a right angle incarnation, which means that you are here to just be you, to respond to the things that are coming toward you, to respond to the things that you are attracting to you, and just live your life. You don't need those karmic relationships in order to experience your destiny and to figure out who you are supposed to be. But here's the thing: undefined heart, undefined G, undefined crown, and ajna. All of these point to the fact that you're constantly trying to figure out, where do I go to find love? How do I get myself, in what direction do I need to go to find love? Where do I go to find my direction in life? Once you start realizing that, and you may already have, that you are a master manifester, but a master of all the things that are related to identity, and when you realize that you're here to receive love because it's coming in from all the angles, then you can stop looking for it. This is a big one. This is a really big one. I like to talk about this a lot. Even though you have a lot of other open centers, you need to know that you're here to receive. You don't have to do anything. I like to talk to the people that I give like full readings to. What I usually say is, you can sit on the couch like a slob, because love is going to come to you no matter what. No matter what you look like, no matter what you act like, you are worthy of it. You have to stop trying to prove yourself. You don't need to prove anything, and no one needs you to prove yourself. And if they're telling you to prove yourself, then they're not in the right path. You need to go and look for it somewhere else. You don't need to go anywhere, but what I'm saying is you don't need to prove yourself, okay? You can stop answering everyone's questions, and you don't need to be certain that anything that you're doing is right or wrong, or it's in the right direction or the wrong direction, because it doesn't matter. You're here to revel in the beauty that it means to be a generator, a manifesting generator, which means that you will follow your gut and you will follow your emotions, and you will know when something's right for you, and you will just do that, and you just keep doing that, and that is how you get to experience that beautiful, juicy, awesome, scorpionic satisfaction that you're here to experience. You're not here to experience anything else. Okay? And let's talk about your cognition is inner vision, so you have to give yourself time to meditate. You will get the way you transfer information, the way you share, the way you receive is through images and visions. So you need to give yourself time to meditate, time to sit in silence. That you don't have to have any particular practice. You just need to sit there outside of the influence of other people, because as a generator, you're constantly attracting. So you need to be away from other people in order to receive these epic visions that you will continue to receive. And I am sure that you already have some pretty epic dreams. You're super psychic. You can hear people's thoughts. You know what people are asking. You know what people want to know. But you don't need to do that. You're not here to, you are not the one who's going to answer their questions. And you don't need to do it. It's like you feel a pressure to do it, but you don't have to. You don't have to. And again, another very defined lower lower centers with all of these very defined, you can take a lot of pressure, but be mindful that not everyone is so intuitive as you. Not everyone has the knowing of fear and danger like you do. Not everybody can take all the pressure. Not everybody has the energy to take all the pressure, and not everybody knows exactly what the hell they need to do to manifest whatever the hell they want. But you can. You can speak things into existence, but be mindful that not everybody can do it. So just do you. Be that cool manifesting generator that can change identities on a whim, that can take on anything on a whim, that can handle the pressure on a whim, and just do it. And remember, just receive the love. Just receive. I'm going to write that down. Just receive. That's all you have to do. If there's anything that you take from this reading, is that you're not here to find it. It's here to find you. Okay? It's here to find you. Boom. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. And somehow, she is quiet now. And that was insane. No,
Whoa,
no,
yeah.
just I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon.
I can't even handle this shit.
I know, it's a lot.
Thank you, Shelia. Appreciate that. That was so savage.
That was savage, guys, but you know what?
Apologies.
That's how we do. Oh,
for
wow,
the
thank you
madness.
for that.
The dogs were like attacking each other, like it was a dog fight.
It's a dog fight during the show. You know what though? Hell yeah. Because with our powers combined, we manage it. We regulate.
Handle the shit.
We regulate it. I have a couple battle wounds right here. You can't see it, but I'm bleeding.
What happened?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Who did that?
She bit me.
Who
like
bit
a
you?
savage. Midnight.
Oh.
It's okay.
My God. Oh,
We're
you're
gonna figure it
welcome,
out.
Kim. Thank you guys so
Yes.
much. For being here tonight. We really appreciate your support. Everyone that signed up. We hope we gave you a good reading with plenty of information to process. So we're excited about tomorrow's workshop. Make sure you guys join us tomorrow for the Essential Oils of Astrology workshop. It's happening at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's on Zoom, but you have to register in order to get the link and the passcode. So make sure you register before tomorrow. I'll be sending out some email reminders to those of you that are signed up with the link and all that good stuff. And we're doing an epic giveaway, and everyone that signs up for the giveaway is actually going to get something. So we're going to give you all of the information about it tomorrow. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you again very soon. Sat Nam.